Hello and welcome back. So last time we just did we just did a lot of side missions. That just tends to be what happens on Mondays. Today is a Thursday stream instead of Saturday because I will not be available on Saturday. And I wanted to have time to edit the stream tomorrow. Because I will not be available on Saturday.
Hello.
Hey there, nice to meet you. I've heard all the stories, and I have to say you sound like quite the busy bee. Oh, I don't begrudge you that success, of course. I'm just hoping you might throw a little of your famous assistance my way. Eh? Eh?
1, 2, 3.
See, my team is understaffed. Woefully understaffed. But everyone just keeps telling me to view it as a challenge or a path to growth or something. But when even the simplest jobs are out of reach, just putting food on the table is a tiny bit more important than wacky dreams of self-improvement. Anyway, I'd be really grateful for your support. Sure, I'll help out. Oh, thank you! We'll have to split the reward money between us, but just name your cut and I'll do my best to see that you get it. For the moment, just keeping my team together is my top priority. Look, I'm mortified to put you on the spot like this. I'm not the kind of guy who's generally given to relying on the sympathy of others, you know? But thanks for the chance to explain my situation. Anyway, I need your help checking out a data probe over in Silvalum. It was destroyed a while back, and though it's since been repaired, the cause of the destruction was never actually determined. Those probes are the lifeblood of the Pathfinders, and data from the ones in Silvalum is essential for gathering information about Kaldros. Under normal circumstances, our priority would have been to head out there, figure out what happened, and make sure it doesn't happen again. But then that massive ganglion war machine appeared, and priorities, well, they shifted, which I totally get. So the investigation was postponed for a while, but now that we're finally ready to move forward with it, the other teams we partnered with have backed out. And there's no way my team can take on a task of this size all by our lonesome. Oh, and there are rumors flying around that the ganglion are to blame for the data probe's destruction, which doesn't exactly make folks leap up to help. So, yeah, this mission is kinda dangerous, but you're pretty much the only one I can ask for help at this point. So, if I haven't scared you off yet, head out to Silvalum and figure out what destroyed that data probe. It's a level 36 mission, I should be fine. I'm counting on you. Heck, we all are. Turf War! A Pathfinder, troubled by his team's lack of manpower, has asked you to look into the cause of malfunctioning data probes. Animal fur? Could I ask you to describe it? I see. And it's also covered in bloodstains? Well, this is mostly a guess, but I think the fur might belong to a cunning Siluth, which is native to the Delusian Mountains. Cunning Siluth has been spotted in the southern parts of the Delusian Mountains. It's a pretty gentle creature by nature, but... yeah, maybe you want to check it out just in case? If it has become aggressive, I need you to take appropriate measures. Or, you know, measures for the safety of future Pathfinders in the area. For now, let's see about ascertaining a connection to the destroyed data probe, if any. Sound good? Good! Alright, I hate being blind, so I'm gonna change the time. Wait, what? Shut the front door! Two Siluth are fighting each other? It's most likely a territory dispute, judging from the circumstances. Hey, wait a sec. Maybe the data probes suffered collateral damage as a result of their scuffles. I mean, that would explain why only a single probe was destroyed for no apparent reason, right? Well, if we don't want it to happen again, I guess we need to take appropriate measures. Normally I'd suggest we must find the one who's encroaching on the other's territory and deal with it that way, but there's not really a way to know that. So I guess you'll just have to hunt both of them. Sucks, I know. Sorry about that. I feel bad about mucking with the ecosystem like this, but we don't really have a choice. And I know you may have your own reservations, but I still trust you to handle it.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome back. Glad to see you're in one piece. In some ways, you were up against even worse than the ganglion this time. A device designed to grant us an understanding of Mira's nature was destroyed by that very same nature. Yet we keep rejecting the natural order and instead persist our own selfish agendas. Sorry about that. I'm the one who threw all this onto you. I'm the last one who should be preaching about it. No place for sentimentality. Killing the indigents did stink. Yeah, I suppose anything I could say would amount to a little more than a self-serving excuse, huh? But still, I can't hold you responsible. You did your job, and I have no intention of judging you for it. You were a total pro out there, doing what had to be done no matter how unpleasant. When we first met, I told you I didn't begrudge you for your success, remember? Well, it turns out that might not be exactly true. Being understaffed left me unable to do my job. I felt frustrated from spinning my wheels and I got bitter. Out of envy, I suppose. It's just more proof that I have a lot of growing to do. Heck, maybe I should view these staffing problems as some kind of challenge to overcome. At the very least, it might help me open up this narrow mind of mine. So from now on, my team and I will strive to do just that. I owe you a debt, I think. It was my own immaturity that brought the debt about. I'll remember that in the future. Eventually I'll repay you, and maybe even become a blade that I can be proud of. Till then, be well. A turf war among the Siluth was the cause of the damaged data probes. The Pathfinder is going to treat the situation as a challenge to overcome. Alright, Doug needs a new skill. Oh, hello. Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. Judges 21. The men of Israel had taken an oath at Mizpah. Not one of us will give his daughter in marriage to a Benjamite. The people went to Bethel, where they sat before God until evening, raising their voices and weeping bitterly. "Lord, God of Israel," they cried, "why has this happened to Israel? Why should one tribe be missing from Israel today?" Early the next day, the people built an altar and presented burnt offerings and fellowship offerings. Then the Israelites asked, "Who from all the tribes of Israel has failed to assemble before the Lord?" For they had taken a solemn oath that anyone who failed to assemble before the Lord at Mizpah was to be put to death. Now the Israelites grieved for the tribe of Benjamin, their fellow Israelites. "Today one tribe is cut off from Israel," they said. "How can we provide wives for those who are left, since we have taken an oath by the Lord not to give them any of our daughters in marriage?" Then they asked, "Which one of the tribes of Israel failed to assemble before the Lord at Mizpah?" They discovered that no one from Jabesh Gilead had come to the camp for the assembly. For when they counted the people, they found that none of the people of Jabesh Gilead were there. So the assembly sent 12,000 fighting men with instructions to go to Jabesh Gilead and put to the sword those living there, including the women and children. "This is what you are to do," they said. Kill every male and every woman who is not a virgin." They found among the people living in Jabesh Gilead 400 young women who had never slept with a man, and they took them to the camp at Shiloh in Canaan. Then the whole assembly sent an offer of peace to the Benjamites at the rock of Rimmon. So the Benjamites returned at that time and were given the women of Jabesh Gilead who had been spared. But there were not enough for all of them. The people grieved for Benjamin, because the Lord had made a gap in the tribes of Israel. And the elders of the assembly said, "With the women of Benjamin destroyed, how shall we provide wives for the men who are left? The Benjamite survivors must have heirs," they said, "so that a tribe of Israel will not be wiped out. We can't give them our daughters as wives, since we Israelites have taken this oath. Cursed be anyone who gives a wife to a Benjamite. But look, there is the annual festival of the Lord in Shiloh, which lies north of Bethel, east of the road that goes from Bethel to Shechem, and south of Labona." So they instructed the Benjamites, saying, "Go and hide in the vineyards and watch. When the young women of Shiloh come out to join in the dancing, rush from the vineyards, and each of you seize one of them to be your wife. Then return to the land of Benjamin. When their fathers or brothers complain to us, we will say to them, 'Do us the favor of helping them, because we did not get wives for them during the war. You will not be guilty of breaking your oath because you did not give your daughters to them.'" So that is what the Benjamites did. When the young women were dancing, each man caught one and carried her off to be his wife. Then they returned to their inheritance and rebuilt the towns and settled in them. At that time, the Israelites left that place and went home to their tribes and clans, each to his own inheritance. In those days, Israel had no king. Everyone did as they saw fit. May God bless the reading of his word.
I beseech you.
You're back. I've been waiting. What? Surprised to have a criminal with a record of trickery come to see you all on her own? Lana said he'd let me go free if I came and talked to you, so here I am. I have no idea what my next move is after turning on the ganglion. You? Oh, you can join me in fighting them. You taught me the joy of living, the workings of life. I'd like to continue to nurture that within me. But that would mean making an enemy of all my sisters who work for the ganglion. I don't know if I'm capable of that. Capable of hurting a fellow Definian, I mean. No, allowing my sisters to go on compounding their crimes in thoughtless obedience is far worse. There is one task before me which takes precedence over all others. I must free my sisters from their loathsome mission. Will you help me? You are the only one in this city who knows who I truly am. I can turn to no one else. Fortun is coming topside. This could be your chance. Good Fortun. For the sake of Ario's sisters, rescue Fortun from the Definian platoon. I have deceived you time and again, and still you would help me. Thank you. I feel like I understand why Laranara sent me to speak to you. I gotta ask about Laranara. He is the cruel dog who inflicted this freedom upon me. It was punishment for my crimes. He helped me obtain all the privileges of a full resident and promised to take the blame himself if anything went wrong. It is more trust than I can stand to break. I have to see my duty done. As you may know, the Sage Fortun has given us our orders since ancient times. And while I have never seen her in person, I know she is being transported through Sylvalum now, guarded by my sisters. If we can take her out, we may be able to free them from bondage. Please find that Definian squad and take Fortun from them. Fortun is a computer. Okay. Shh, here come the lesser organisms. You will kneel before the glory of our queen. Where is it? You've come all this way without knowing anything? Then you will die in ignorance. Fortun commands it.
Into the village! Let's have some of this! Have some of that! Don't worry, I'm all over it. Who's next? None dare stand against us! Close your eyes! This team never loses! Our skills were indisputably superior.
Wait, what am I supposed to do? Oh, Fortun's right there.
Fool!
You will not touch me with those filthy hands! I am Fortun, Queen of the Definians and Keeper of the Galaxy's wisdom since time immemorial. You will act as befits a lesser being in my presence. Drag Fortun along like a sack of potatoes. Fitting behavior for such a primitive creature. Your foolishness has incurred my wrath. Luke, is it? In time you will meet death at the hands of my daughters. As your friends, your acquaintances, and as will your friends, your acquaintances, acquaintances, and everyone you know. Haha! You are surprised? There's nothing in all of space that escapes my knowing gaze. I feel her. You have brought Fortun here. So that is what has ruled over us as queen and mother all these years. For all the crimes she forced upon us, I can't help but feel a nostalgic warmth. What do you do now? Analyze the data first and foremost. My sisters are far too mercurial to pin down unless I have an absolute grasp of all the Definians. I think it's time I had a long talk with Mother here. When I'm done, I will stop my sisters from doing any more evil, no matter what it takes. The Definian Queen Fortun looked nothing like any of the other Definians. And now it's just sort of sitting here.
Fool!
Oh, very well. If you do exactly as I ask, I suppose I could tell you what you wish to know. First, I need you to execute that traitor Aria. She must be made to pay for all the countless torments and insults she has inflicted upon her mother and queen. Then, with great care and proper respect, you will take me back to my daughters. At that point, I would be delighted to tell you what you wish to know. Hehehe. Yeah, that's not happening.
Fool!
I am sure my daughters are quite busy hunting down and murdering those responsible for my abduction. Yeah, that would be the people standing before you. Heh, you would be wise to watch your own back. My daughters could be disguised as anyone. In fact, it is entirely possible that one of your most trusted and beloved companions has already been replaced by one of them. How you must regret what you've done. But alas, the die has already been cast. All you and that traitor Aria can do now is enjoy what little life you have left. Okay then. Recent developments.
What is this
I've continued to research the data from Fortun from my mother. Apparently this tiny orb contains all of the information in the universe. Merely locating the information about Definians will likely prove quite time-consuming. But I intend to find the key to stopping the trouble that my sisters are causing. And when that day comes, I'll be counting on your support. If at my side, I know that I can stand up against even my own sisters. I'm so 11, 12. By default. Normal mission. Ah! Is tall friend a mighty blade? You must go save Lana. Save sweetheart of Boo Boo. Boo Boo give friend anything. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm busy regardless. What's the details? Lana is wife of Boo Boo. Total angel. Perfectness. Never has Mira seen more beautiful Nopon. But Angel of Boo Boo left for Cauldres to buy new inventory and never returned. Boo Boo tried to stop Lana, told Lana there was no reason for gentle Nopon like her to go to such a dangerous place all alone. But Lana insists on helping business of Boo Boo. So kind, so giving. How can one Nopon be so sweet? Surely friend is also deeply enamored with Lana by now. She sounds wonderful. Boo Boo understand. But friend will kindly remember that Angel Lana already has very special someone. Friend should avoid getting any sneaky ideas. And with that, Boo Boo asks the friend to travel to Cauldres and check up on darling Lana. Friend will be paid well. No price too high for Angel of Boo Boo. But in return, Boo Boo expects friend to do anything in powers to keep Lana safe. My Angel, my Lana. Lana has gone missing in Cauldres. Find her and bring her back. Thank you, friend. Boo Boo want Lana to forever be smiling her amazing angel smile. Time to be brave, Wololo! New and happy life of Lana and Wololo is just at very beginning. Lana not let that end here. Hello. Is friend here to speak with Lana? What's going on? Lana was headed for Drongo Caravan when Monoceros is attacked. Lana and Wololo took shelter here, but nasty evil Monoceros is still waiting for us up there. Friends must get rid of them. Then Lana will answer all Snoopy questions. How perfectly appropriate. It's a squad mission as well. What? Monoceros is already gone? Friend works quickly. Lana is impressed. Come to Drongo Caravan, friend. Lana explained everything there. Thanks for helping Lana before, friend. And though brave friend saved precious life of Lana, Lana's still not going back to Boo Boo. Lana's staying here with Wololo. Lana love Wololo. Do not drag poor Lana away and tear her fluffy heart into pieces. can't betray Boo Boo like that. Friend is right, but also wrong! Love of Lana and Wololo like unstoppable charge of mighty Ovis! So Lana stay here and start better life with Wololo. What? Lana married to Boo Boo already? Wololo not want anything to do with this mess. Wololo is not wrecker of homes. Oh no. Lana not letting Wololo get away that easy. Real Nopon takes responsibility for actions. No way! Wololo heading back to New LA. Bye-bye, Lana. Grrr. Wololo is spineless excuse for Nopon. Now clever plan of Lana ruined. Unless... Oh ho 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 ho! Wait, single moment, Wololo. Lana forget to mention one little tiny thing. Lana carrying little pun of Wololo. What? Wololo going to beat the data pun? Yes, so grow spine and finish what Wololo start. Friend agrees with Lana, yes. He has responsibility to his children, but I stare at Lana with an incredibly skeptical gaze because she just made that up on the spot, didn't she? Meh, friend is bad person to suspect Lana of trickery with no proof. How come, Wololo? No time for arguing. Little pun of Lana and Wololo about to be born. There is no way. Alright. Wololo is nothing if not fine upstanding Nopon. Wololo will do right thing. Yay! Now, human friend will go and fetch materials needed to make good luck charm to ensure healthy Little Pond. Lana needs 6 malevolent Petroman silks and 6 golden puffs dropped by local monsters. Little Pond of Lana count on you, and Wololo. Little Pond of Wololo also count on you. The little pun is coming! First little pun of Wololo is almost ready to be born! Does it hurt, Lana? Wololo with you every step of the way. Lana not going to make it without good luck charm. Has friend found materials yet? Malevolent Petraman Silk. And Golden Puff. So perfect! Now friend and Wololo wait. Lana be right back after miracle of childbirth. Wait, she's leaving? This part go here. Oh, she's making a doll. Add eyes. And done! Wololo, the little pawn, beautiful little pawn of Lana and Wololo has been born. This baby of Wololo? It's so tiny, so cute! Tremble at the awe-inspiring sight of life's new dawn. It's mutter loudly about how it's clearly a stuffed animal. Wait, friend is right! Wololo sees sloppy stitching everywhere! Friend has big mouth. Lana! What is meaning of this? Oh, fine. If Jig is up, Lana tell you everything. Lana tired of clingy affection for Boo Boo. Whenever Lana went to go out, Boo Boo insisted too dangerous. Follow Lana around everywhere. Boo Boo even blow on every spoonful of soup when Lana tried to eat, because apparently mild burn to tongue is fatal in world of Boo Boo. But Lana like hot soup. It was nightmare. So when Lana see Wololo, Lana decide to start new life here. What? Wololo just pawn in game of Lana? Failed pawn. Lana was so close too. Fine. Lana will go back to New LA. Still, Lana enjoyed short time here with Wololo.
Those humans.
What's funny is Wololo lets slip that he actually is from New LA. He followed her here.
Why'd you suddenly stop talking? Sorry, friend. Boo Boo is in middle of marital squabble. Lana not being reasonable. Boo Boo was so worried, but Angel not sorry at all. Boo Boo not want to talk to her right now. Ah, yes, here is reward for friends. Many thanks. You brought Lana home safely, though Boo Boo seems a little upset at her recklessness. Not just recklessness, buddy.
Ah.
Can this contraption truly yield ore harder than steel? These alien technologies are indeed most strange and wondrous. Oh, you there. Do you know of this material known as mirranium? A Manon spoke of it. She claimed it was an ore of uncommon properties and unparalleled usefulness. What can it be used for? I know little of it myself, having only first seen it after coming to this fair city. I am told it can be rendered harder than steel, or as flexible as a spring. The Manon have even developed a means to use it as a kind of fuel. As an artisan myself, I am deeply curious and wish to explore these processes I have heard tell of. You blades gather this mirranium for any who desire it, is this not so? I require no more than 10,000 units at most. Will you honor me with your assistance? If I can learn to manipulate this substance, I am certain I can offer the city powerful products conceivable only by the hand and mind of a Wrothian. Wrothian Innovation. The master craftswoman Go Sirho has shown some interest in mirranium. Give her materials and teach her about data probes. While you are away, I shall continue my study of this mirranium. By my name and honor, I shall not allow the materials your labor earns to go to waste. You are returned, Luke. How did your hunt fare? While you were gone, I learned much from a wise and generous human called Kirsty. Here you go. Such a bounty of muranium! And did you acquire this using your front ear nav? Kirsty made mention of such a thing. When I showed her interest, she was kind enough to give me a data probe suitable for novices. I would like to make use of this gift, but... you familiar with its workings? I know all about data probes. Your blades are quite reliable. I fear that even after hearing an explanation of its mysteries, I was unable to grasp them. If it be no insult to you, I would trouble you to teach me such things yet once more. Perhaps with a practical demonstration in the wild? My muranium needs are met, yet I do not wish to be dependent upon you indefinitely. We Wrothians value self-sufficiency above nearly all else. I will await you in Oblivia. Please come once you have made preparations. Ah, you have come. Now then, if I remember correctly, I am to stab this data probe into the ground, yes? But after that, Kirsty's teachings are a blur, so you will need to demonstrate the rest with all haste. I ask that you be as thorough as you can. I am not accustomed to dealing with such machines, as their workings elude me. Never learn unless you teach yourself. I'll show her everything, step by painful step. Ah, I see. So this part goes here. No? Then it is installed like this? I understand now why it says step by painful step. Not that either? Then how does this thrice darn contraption work? Ah, enough! I've had it with this stubborn device. Take this! Hi-ya! You're broken. Where did I go wrong? Well, grant that perhaps my handling was a bit rough, but surely... No, I will make no excuse. I must swallow my pride and petition that you ask Kirsty for another data probe. I swear on my name that this error shall not be repeated.
What?
Oh, hello. Did you need something? Why, yes, I did give a data probe to a Wrothian a while ago. Her name was Go Sirho, if I remember correctly. How's that? She broke it during installation? Heh, how very Wrothian of her. Well, no worries. Teaching other races about Frontier Nav is a top priority. I'll hand out as many data probes as it takes. However, the model I gave her was custom built to be simpler than the ones we normally used, and I'm afraid I'm out of them at the moment. We could make more, but it would require us to obtain some Arc Sandor. Or for someone to dig up some for us, I suppose. Hint, hint. Do you mind? Sure. I should have plenty. It's funny to think that someone who I just taught about data probes is now out there teaching other races about Frontier Nav. I couldn't be more proud. I knew you'd make an excellent teacher. You shouldn't need more than 10 pieces of Arc Sandor. But you might have to switch some of Frontier Nav's data probes to mining probes to gather it quickly. I should have plenty. I'm tweaking the training probes to be extra tough. It should even be angry Wrothian proof now. I can have one built as soon as you bring me the Arc Sandor. How's mining for it coming along, by the way? 82 out of 10. Nice work there, Professor. I'll have a training probe together for you in just a minute, so sit tight. Here you go. I doubt she could break this one if she tried. But don't encourage her to try. Of course, with all the tweaks, it barely functions as a proper data probe, but what are you gonna do? It's really just a learning aid anyway, so make sure she actually learns from it, okay? Well, Hunter, did you receive another data probe? This time I shall install it without fail. I ask that you hand me said device. Yes, I just keep something that big in my back pocket. A practice data probe. A practice data probe that even a clumsy Wrothian could use. Its mining rate is lower than that of regular types, giving it little practical use. Fear not, after my last attempt I have grasped the process and remember most of the instructions quite distinctly. I only ask for advice any advice you might offer. For example, what is in your mind when you install these devices? I think of how it'll aid the future of humankind. Think about all the credits I'll earn. I think about the fast travel point. You bear a great weight upon your shoulders. I feel the same. Even now I study these devices to ease the plight of my fellow Wrothians who toil in poverty. Yes, as long as I remain focused on that goal, I am unlikely to be careless enough to break the device. I thank you. I will attempt it again now with that firmly in mind. Watch on, then, as I lay the cornerstone of the Wrothians' new and glorious future. Ha! Excellent! It is done! And now to receive mere Rania. I thank you, Luke. From this day forth, I will expand your front ear nav across the farthest reaches of Mira. Then the Wrothians will prosper as you blades have prospered. Now to return and explore what can be crafted from this mere Rania. Give you my word, I will create something uniquely Wrothian that will bring wealth to both our peoples. I shall see that all you have taught me and all you have done is not put to waste. You gave... well, that's a typo. You gave Go Seerho the Moranium and taught her how to use data probes. How will the Wrothians make use of Frontier Nav in the future?
Alright, I have other questions in here. I can go ahead and give it a go on some of these, if they're low enough level. Oh, hey, it's an only that's what I was looking for. The Duel, Part 1, okay.
Hail!
Come, let us do this. What do you want to do? Two warriors meet and you have to ask what they do? Ha! Choose your weapon, sir! But first I must ask you to hunt a Vicemius or 10 Faded Adseculas. One must always warm up before a battle, eh? So what say you? Are you prepared? The Duel, Part 1. You have been challenged to a duel by the Wrothian Gizang, who knows how strong he truly is. Yes, yes, yes! I cannot wait to prove how the strength and pride of of the 100 Hellions lives on. Encourage him to take a deep breath. I will match my enthusiasm to his. We're the same then, you and I. Now begin the hunt, for neither of us shall make progress by standing about.
The Vicemius or 10 Faded Adseculas. I think the Simiuses are over here, and I'd rather just do the quicker thing.
Nice work, y'all.
I see that he laid out a prone as his warm-up. Well, friend, have you defeated the mark I set? Ah, you chose the Vicemius for your prey? A bold choice. It seems I have found myself the best training partner a warrior could hope for. Now then, let us begin. What's that? You wish to know who lies passed out before you? He is a quick-mouthed braggart who challenged me to a duel. I made sure to silence his yawp quickly. He was disappointingly frail for such a large foe. One punch and he struck dirt like a sack of old hams. I believe he said his name was Wolfen. Raise your guard as you realize the full potential of Gizang's strength. Is Tallball alright? Worry not, I avoided striking any vital organs. He should come around soon enough. Mostly I'm impressed that you're worrying about him, but just before fighting the one who put him down. Are you truly so sure of yourself? Yes. I shall be eager to see whether that confidence comes from a lifetime of training or just empty optimism. I don't think it's a lifetime of training, but it has been 90 hours. We've had our warm-ups. From this point forth, I hold nothing back. I am Gizang, last survivor of the 100 Hellions, and inheritor of my master's sword. I draw it now. Unstoppable and unassailable, our strength was the unsung pillar that kept the Wrothians standing. Now prepare to see it for yourself.
Did they see us? Open fire! Troubleshoot! Hold us! Sky high! 7 turbo! Now, closing I will subterfuge! Nice! Move it! Clean up! Oh my God! Never loses!
You stood it like that.
Yes!
Bear me no ill.
Not bad.
Our strong warrior. And while I may have lost, it was the most fun I've had in an age. I enjoyed it as well. My master always used to say a true warrior finds joy in the direst of situations. Watching you, I feel as if I finally understand what he meant. Here's a little thank you for fighting me. Go on, take it. I won't take no for an answer. You emerged victorious, though Gizang swore to defeat you the next time you meet. I swore to go stronger, to both my master and to Prince Jarg when he granted me leave to take this journey. The next time we fight, I will not lose. projected characters is Nagi, so I can't have him in my party, that's fine. Complete the 9 Lives Affinity Mission and Boot Camp. Okay. And surveying Caldros. Hey, we're finally going over to Caldros. Chapter 11, Consequences.
So, what should I whip up today?
The Chef Coup choice.
All right, you got it.
Commander?
It's Lau. Hey, get away from that! Elma, get your butts over here!
What was that all about? Did I hear him talking to Lau?
Whatever it was, it didn't sound very good. We'd better get to the hangar ASAP.
Good thing I'm right there. Chapter 11, Respond to Commander Vandom's urgent request.
Boy, have you lost your mind! You know damn well what that data means to us, to our entire race!
Of course I do. It means an end to this giant lie. I've been waiting a long time for this.
Commander, what's going on?
Ask Lau. We caught him stealing a data terminal with classified intel.
Stealing intel?
Explain yourself, Lau.
You should have let me die that day, Elma. You knew the truth. That I was a ganglion spy.
What?
I had my suspicions, but I didn't want to believe it.
Your mistake. And it'll cost you. The data and your newest skell, the Prague Ares. The ganglion will appreciate the gift.
Boy, I am gonna kick your ass so hard, your real body will feel it!
Not if you value your precious data.
Lau! What the hell's going on here?
Oh, look at this. The whole gang's coming out to say goodbye.
What the hell, Lau?
Hold your fire! He's got the only copy of that data on his mem!
Damn it! A little insurance policy. Sorry, Doug.
You'd betray all your friends? Your entire species?
Well, I'm no big fan of theirs, believe me. The talking cats or that giant leech. But the ganglion and I share a common goal.
And that is?
Think about it, Doug. You know the answer.
The hell I do! You've lost it, man.
Yeah. I lost it all. Goodbye.
Why? What is his goal? a weapon. Why did we just let him go?
All right. What exactly happened back there?
Welp. You all know how Frontier Nav uses the White Whale's trajectory data to simulate potential crash scenarios. Then cross-checks it with our probes to narrow down possible Lifehold coordinates. Well, all that work paid off. We finally got enough probes in the ground to accomplish what we've been trying to do. In other words, we can isolate every possible landing zone and scan them to find the Lifehold core.
What?
Oh-ho!
Are you certain?
That's what the eggheads tell me.
Tatsudo Dance of Discovery!
So what are we waiting for?
Lau took it. Because of Lau.
Lao? I don't get it.
I think I do.
That's right. He took the terminal that was analyzing the data and deleted all the backups for good measure.
I should have shot Lau.
No, actually, it's a good thing we didn't. No one had any idea where on his MIM he was keeping the terminal. If it was damaged, we'd have to start the entire simulation over again.
Yeah, but now the ganglion know
There's
where
not
it
enough
is.
operating time left on the clock for that.
Oh.
Exactly.
Then we have no choice.
I guess we're following him to wherever
We
it
have to
goes.
find Lao and recover that terminal.
For now, let's assume he's headed for that ganglion stronghold we heard about north of Silvalum. We'll need to hurry.
I just hope that Gajarg guy was telling the truth.
Everything is riding on this mission. Don't screw it up. That goddamn good-for-nothing... What the hell is he after?
Good question. If I were to guess, Oblivion. Because he lost everything. When the Earth exploded, he lost everything.
This reading. It's the Prague Aries. This puts its signature in the middle of the large chamber on the other side of this structure.
You think we found Lao then?
He can't be far. Let's go.
Okay. have no idea how to open this.
Alright. Let's look around and see if we spot another entrance.
How about door up over there?
Looks like a good idea. How'd you even get a skeleton here?
Somehow I knew something like this was going to happen.
The clock's ticking. Take it down quickly.
On, into the
Power up! Get yourself ready!
Hope you don't mind me taking this one.
Tap Ascension!
Shadow Demonstrate!
Now, take it to
Sky high! Okay.
Black Butterfly Machine!
Now, close it and Green Edge!
Team Barrel!
Too hard to outmaneuver them. Sky Blast!
Now I'm feeling it.
Shooting Star!
That put a dent in them. Move in and keep them going.
Take this!
Stellar Ray!
Sky high! Now, close in and clean up.
Sky Splash!
7th Edge!
Now, it's my turn.
Who's ready to attack next?
On it. Take this! Green Edge!
Block the enemies off guard. Use range attack. Shadow Strike Center.
Let's see him chew on this.
Continue onward.
What do you think it is?
Part of a machine?
Silly friends, it obviously keyed to big door from before.
I actually think he's right.
Okay. Wow.
So we can bring our skills in.
This way we can ride our skells in.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Are they reading my mind?
Oh, this is an arena if I ever saw one.
Oh, this is where the Zufard came
I
from.
expected no less from NLA's #1 team.
Lau!
The Ganglion really are afraid, you know. Even Luxar, their leader, trembles at the idea we might get our bodies back. That's why he had me stick around here, to keep you out of his tendrils.
You knew we had no choice. We had to chase after that stolen data terminal.
None of this will matter soon. Once they destroy the Lifehold core and all of us with it, this'll all be over.
You don't sound so excited anymore.
Of course I'm excited. Why wouldn't I be? We can finally stop living this goddamn lie. We'll all be free at last.
We'll all be dead, Lau. How does that free anyone? Instead of reuniting with our real flesh and blood?
Wrong. We're already dead, Lynn. Our flesh and blood burned away with the earth.
Listen, Lau. We don't have time for a debate here. We came here for that terminal, and we're taking it back with us, whether you like it or not.
Of course. You wouldn't want to hear this, would you? Or have them hear it. Fair enough.
What are you talking about?
I'm not missing this chance.
Target locked.
Well, I win.
You're mine. Nice. Get in and do some damage. There. You win.
Nice try. But I'm just getting started.
This is wrong. Humanity should have died out along with the Earth. We should have let nature take its course and accepted our fate.
You don't believe that, Lau. If you did, you would have never volunteered to work on Project Exodus in the first place. Or on the White Whale's crew.
Correct.
Well, I was a believer once. I honestly thought we could pull it off. I knew we couldn't save everyone, of course. Billions of people in that time frame. But a cross-section of races, religions. Yes, it felt like all the usual politics disappeared. People from different countries had to come together. There was no other choice. This was survival. So I signed up.
So what happened?
It was all lies. If you weren't rich, or connected, or part of the first world elite, you got left to die on Earth.
What?
Oh, yes. The only reason people like you and me got on board the White Whale is because they could use our skills, exploit our talents. But everyone else? All those countless souls boxed up in your precious Lifehold core? The same elitist bastards that decided they're the only part of humanity worth saving.
No.
If you don't believe me, ask Elma.
I can't say I agreed with how all the passengers were chosen. But I hardly see how it justifies this madness. We were acting to save the human race. I never understood why humans separate themselves off. By race, by class, religion, country, age. As if it matters in the end. On a genetic level, the differences are insignificant.
No, not insignificant. Not to humans. But really, how could you understand, Elma? Sorry, but I won't let those bastards purge what made us human. I'll kill us all first.
Lau, look. I admit I had no idea about any of this. But killing what's left of us isn't going to solve anything. It's you playing God instead of them.
Yep.
How is that fair?
True.
Don't talk to me about fair. Is it fair what happened to my wife and little girl?
Oh.
That's why I volunteered. I didn't sign up for Project Exodus because I wanted to save the human race. No. I signed up for Project Exodus because I wanted to save my family. We knew there were no guarantees we'd be chosen, of course. We promised each other we'd accept our fate either way. But at least, this way, we had a chance. We had something to hope for. Hope was all we asked for. But there was never any hope. Not really. The decision was already made. We just didn't know it yet. These scum deserve to die, Elma.
No one deserves to die, Lau.
Tell that to Charmaine. And Chenchi. Tell it to everyone we left back on Earth. And you knew they'd seal the fate of all those people. And then you lied. You lied about why no one could know who made it onto this ship until after launch.
What?
The decision came down to saving a subset of humanity or total extinction. I stand by that decision. And I'd do it again. Enough talk. I don't expect you to agree with every decision that was made in the past. But I won't let you destroy humanity's future.
I agree.
Fair enough. I don't expect you to agree either. That won't stop me!
Let's see what
Into the
NLA's
fray.
number one. Some of this! First in, first to win.
My turn. Here I come. Here I come. The enemy's off guard. Use framework at sight.
You ready? Got it. Start running. Close your eyes. Start running.
Here I come.
Cannot miss! I know how this one ticks. Empower yourself!
Here I come.
Start running.
You're mine!
Got it!
Ready? You win!
Extreme of resistance!
Now, close it and clean up. Start
Time to put my
running.
skills to play!
Yes. Now get in close.
Time to put my skills to
Here I
play!
come.
Target locked!
Do not
You're
dream
mine,
of
Knight!
resisting.
Move in and do some damage!
Okay. Here comes the pain!
There! The enemy's outside! Use range and sight!
Start running! Ready? Now! Close in and clean up! Start running!
Here I come!
Now, melee attacks!
Okay!
I'm a Paradis! No! I won't let you win!
No more fighting, Lau, and no more excuses. The data.
Go ahead, Elma. Go ahead and shoot, if you're so sure of yourself. Just don't hit the terminal. So, what's it gonna be? The chest or the head? You've got a 50-50 chance. The fate of all humanity hanging in the balance. Gotta love those odds. So, what are you waiting for?
Sounds like legs.
No, Elma! Not like this!
Step aside, Lynn. If I can shut down his MIM, there's still a good chance we can extract the data afterwards.
No, damn it, that's not even the point! We're all on the same side here!
You.
You too?
Thank you. Elma, listen. I understand Lau's anger. I lost my family to an accident a long time ago. But if someone promised me a chance of saving them, and that was all a self-serving lie, who knows what I would do?
Lily.
It's disturbing, and corrupt, and disgusting, and yet, that's exactly what makes us human. Maybe we really should have been wiped out of existence.
No, Lynn.
But then...
Lynn. The data terminal. Take it.
What? But Lau...
I'm abandoning my little crusade. Guess I'm just as corrupt as anyone else.
Lau.
I changed my mind.
Changed your mind?
I thought this was about them, but somewhere along the way, it became about me. And about revenge.
It's over now.
So go. The Lifehold core has built-in auto defenses. It'll take them some time to destroy it. If you hurry, you might still make it in time.
He's right. There's no time to lose. Lynn, can you finish the analysis here?
It's technically possible, but without the full NLA mainframe working on it, it would take way too much time.
Then we have no choice. Let's get back to the city ASAP.
Lau too. Come back with us to New LA.
Yeah, right. As if I could ever set foot inside that city again.
It won't be like that. Not once everyone knows the facts, at least. They might not agree, but they will understand.
What's with this delay?
They'd lock me up and toss away the key. Or worse, a lot worse.
Maybe, but that's on you. You have a lot to answer to. So either way, we're taking you back with us.
I'd rather be shot.
Come on, Lau. Let's go home.
Fine, whatever. But there's no time to evac me. You go ahead.
But that's... Elma.
He's right, Lynn. Time is running out. We need to move. And fast.
All right then. Lau, we'll send some medics for you, okay? Just stay put. Until then, you're not allowed to die, you hear me? I'll see you back in New LA.
Sure. Great, you got it. Now would you go already?
Okay.
First chance I get, I'm gonna see if I can correct this delay.
Tatsu will split special lunchbox with Lau. Because Lindley says Lau not allowed to die. So Lau stay alive for Lindley or else Tatsu kill him.
He just left it a little far away, buddy.
Not allowed to die. Of course I'm not. Even if I killed myself, I'd just wake up in a new Mim anyway. Charmaine, Chenchi, I'm so sorry, girls. Seems like Papa can't come to be with you just yet. Damn it. I'm sorry. You watch over each other until I get there.
Tell me you got it.
Yes, sir.
Thank God. Let's get it analyzed.
Commander, hold on. Lau's still back at the Ganglion base in Caldros. He's seriously injured.
Yeah? And? What exactly are you getting at? I know you aren't suggesting we help that backstabbing bastard. He tried to kill you guys.
I am, but...
He's been through a lot, Commander. You know his story as well as anyone. When we signed off on Project Exodus, we knew there'd be cases like Lau. Potentially hundreds of them. Look at Irina. She's still struggling with losing her brother. But we moved forward anyway, for the greater good of mankind.
Irina didn't try to kill us. In fact, she's been doing everything she can to help further Blade's cause.
Are you sure?
Hmm?
According to Gwyn, she's been acting strange. Reckless. Almost suicidal. He thinks maybe she wants to die.
It takes different forms, but it's coming from the same place as Lau. Of course, it's no excuse for what he's done, just putting it in perspective.
Fine. We'll bring him in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Commander.
I wouldn't get too excited about it. Especially after I break every bone in his body.
It's going to take a bit to complete the analysis. Let's regroup at the barracks.
You defeated Lau and retrieved the data terminal, but it will still take time to pinpoint the Lifehold core. Brotherly love.
Fry, Fog, you sure you want to take this one on?
Very.
It's a perfect fit for us. Besides, we've got some grade A backup, right?
I can't decide until I know the mission details. I'm fine.
You're even more brash than my brother.
We deliver on our promises, which makes it impressive.
And so humble.
Look, I don't care how many of you go, but be sure to brief everyone you take.
Yeah, Fog, get on it.
All right. So then, we have reports of what may be a new resource in Sylvalum.
Cool.
Other teams have attempted to collect it, but they all failed.
Ah.
So I volunteered to perform a more thorough survey and secure a sample. However, the area in question is filled with many dangerous indigents, which is why I asked my brother for help.
Fair enough.
Yeah, as an interceptor, I'm pretty good at punching stuff. But I leave all that resource gathering crap to you prospectors.
Anyway, that's the deal. Would you be willing to help us?
You gotta ask? We're a team. Family, even. Help is a given.
I suppose it was a silly question.
Sure.
Let's all head to Sylvalum and see what we can learn about this mystery resource.
And also punch some stuff.
Brotherly love. There have been reports of a new kind of resource in Sylvalum. Go on a joint mission with the prospectors and interceptors and see what's what.
This is the new resource in question.
Man, I do not get this planet at all.
Life on Mira has been one first after the next, but this is especially fascinating.
If they're right about being able to use this junk, it could be a huge boost.
Agreed. My readings are off the charts. It could spark the next technological revolution.
Nice.
Being a prospector does have its moments.
All right, stow the chatter and let's get to work. We can flap gums back at the diner.
Right. I'll collect a sample now. Huh?
Where'd the resource go?
Hey, it disappeared!
Don't blame me, Fry. I didn't do anything.
This is like the time you set off the fire alarm for no reason.
It was a big red button, Fry, and I was 7. That's the same reason I had to climb the goalpost on the football field, because it was there.
I forgot all about that. Good times. Anyway, enough distractions. This stuff's already as weird and flighty as you. Hell, we should call it Fogreal.
I'd actually love to have a new discovery named after me.
That wasn't a compliment. Anyway, it looks like there are other sources close by. Let's give them a try.
Hopefully with no more tyrants on top of them.
Vanished again. Hey, Fry. Remember when I was 8? The family took that hiking trip to the Grand Canyon?
Yeah, I kind of remember.
Mom brought along one of her apple pies. Maybe the best one she ever made.
Yeah, her pies were amazing, weren't they? Wait, what's that got to do with anything?
Nothing. I'm just hungry.
Oh, for the love of... Come on, next sample.
Nothing, I'm just hungry.
Fog, I'm not a patient man, you know that.
Remember when you told the principal to hurry it up while he was lecturing you?
Same reason the military threw me in the brig a dozen times. I just got no patience. 6 of those were for running off to save teammates against orders. Twice I yelled at my CEO because he wouldn't stop talking.
Never did mature. So what were the other times?
Drunken disorderlies. Now that's mature.
I'll try to nab the next sample. Here's another sample, but...
Yeah, I'm all out of ideas. What do you think?
Is physical contact the issue?
Hey, yeah. Every time he touches it, it vanishes. Maybe it's time we tried a different approach.
Well, if we can't push it, we should try to pull instead.
You mean we just pull it out?
No, I mean pull the trigger.
Whoa! Are you crazy?
Interesting.
Weird.
You didn't know it would do that? That's typical genius behavior for you.
That was a revelation, huh? Like when I discovered watermelons were actually vegetables. Anyway, it worked.
What?
Mission complete, right?
Okay, whatever.
Only thing left is to report back to Walter.
I will say it looks really cool.
Well, look who's back. Done with the mission?
You know it. Piece of cake.
Difficult cake.
Okay, not gonna ask. In any case, good work. You have that sample on you?
Right here. Crystallized Vogrium.
Fogrium. This substance vaporizes when touched, but crystallizes when high energy is passed through it. Named by Fry.
When did this stuff get a name?
When my brother named it.
I see. In any case, it just looks like ordinary crystal to me.
Applying energy causes it to crystallize. It's not exactly portable otherwise.
I see. Seems like something our research team will love. If we're lucky, it might play a role in the city's development. All thanks to you. Other teams had been stumped for weeks, but you got it on the first try. You guys are something special.
I wouldn't say first try, it was more like fifth.
Did you hear that,
but...
Fry?
Feels pretty good, huh? Maybe we should keep this team going.
I like that idea a lot.
And don't worry, there's a spot on the team for you too.
Use the Super Kristoff brothers. Sure, thanks.
Hey, our pleasure. If not for you, Fog and me would still be all distant.
True.
It's true. Really, we're the ones grateful to you.
What he said. Here's hoping you stick around.
You witnessed the birth of a new mineral called Fogrium. It was a successful mission all around. I learned the Gatling gun Art Titan Recharge. The Custodian's Duty. Complete Chapter 11 and complete New and New LA.
Hey, how you been? Been a while, hasn't it?
Hello there.
What's going on, Neil?
Nothing in particular. I just happened to see you and thought I'd say hi. Okay, that's a lie. I was hoping to talk to you about something. We could take it to the barracks. Wait, before all that, I believe I owe you my thanks. I hear you saved my dear little sister. Celica Sulica truly landed in hot water.
Oh, they're sisters!
Really, thank you.
But little sister is going too far, Lady Neil.
Oh, they're not actually sisters.
Really? I disagree. We were both spawned from the same artificial womb plant. We Clue are all one big family, aren't we?
Perhaps, but you're the High Custodian,
interesting.
The most exalted in all of Clerian society. Whereas I am from a line of acolytes who serve you. The mere act of accompanying you like this, it's an honor beyond compare.
Is that so? I haven't been back to our home planet in so long, but I see our education system is as rigid as ever. I'm tired of all this pomp and ceremony. Leave the hierarchical stuff to the other girls. I'd appreciate it if you could simply be yourself around me.
Lady Neil.
Whoops, we're getting sidetracked. I'll tell you the rest in the Blade Barracks. It'll be easier if you see the data firsthand.
Okay, so we need both Celica and Neil. The Custodian's Duty. Head to the Blade Barracks to hear the particulars of Neil and Celica's request. It's cool. So you are Luke. I have heard tales of your dealings with my kind. It is precisely because of your reputation for strength that I would ask you to meet with my master. It concerns a business proposal of a discreet nature. I ask that you come to the industrial district by night. I trust you understand the need for privacy. It's quite the lucrative offer. I assure you it will be well worth your time. Until then. Okay.
Right then, first, take a look at this. The time we went to Oblivia, remember those mystery mechs that attacked us? I finally figured out what they're all about.
Oh boy.
Rather, I remembered seeing the very same ones in a database back on our home planet.
Ah.
They're Clarion. So that means...
Yeah. Those machines are mobile weapons developed using actual Clarion technology. Would it be easier if we simply called them skells? The model is old, practically antique. But these were special skells who once served as personal bodyguards to a certain custodian. They require no pilot and were designed from top to bottom to be fully autonomous.
Oh boy.
In actual fact, there's something of a trick to their autonomic functions. Now, pop quiz. If I asked you who you could trust implicitly, who comes to mind?
Friends will always be there for me. I can only the only one I can trust is numero uno. Considering Lau, I actually unfortunately have to say this one. Just because of Lau. Thanks, Lau.
Hey, that's right. Gold star. Logically, the act of betraying oneself doesn't hold up.
True.
Ergo, it stands that you can trust yourself. And so, the master of those skells copied her personality onto them and incorporated it into their autonomic system.
Oh, that's fun.
The personality of the High Custodian Neil Nail.
Wait, what? You really said Neil Nail's personality. By that logic, Neil is the attacker.
No, Lady Neil is referring to her predecessor, the former High Custodian.
Ah.
The High Custodian, her existence is perpetuated through the use of clones. She who presides over the knowledge of ancient times. Such is the destiny of Lady Neil Nail.
Okay.
Well, I may be a clone, but I still have my own personality, thoughts, and desires. The point is, those skells are technically the embodiment of a former iteration of Neil Nail. Let's call the white one Neil Nail Albus, and the black one can be Neil Nail Fervus. Here's what I think. Their job is to defend any sites of Clarion influence. That is the duty of a Neil Nail.
Okay.
And that's why we were attacked.
Okay.
Who else to right the wrongs of the High Custodian but the High Custodian herself? Which means there's only one thing left to do. Destroy them. Put the old Neil Nail in her coffin.
Okay, then.
As I'm sure you're aware from the last battle, they're not likely to roll over and die for us. Once again, would you lend me your strength? Please?
Sure.
Thank you. I was fully expecting you to turn me down, so honestly, I'm delighted. After all, I couldn't ask this of just anyone. It's a risky assignment, but I'm more than convinced we'll be able to pull this off.
Lady Neil, let me accompany you too. I promise I won't slow you down.
Thank you, Celica. With you at my side, I'm all the more reassured.
First off, we'll need to find your predecessor's skells, won't we?
According to the data I collected, they recently ambushed someone, a blade who was exploring a cluster of ruins in Coldros. If the skells are meant to deter anyone who explores too far into the ruins, then...
You're saying if we investigate those ruins ourselves, they will come for us.
Bingo. I think it's worth a try. For starters, why don't we try looking in those ruins for info samples? That said, we'll have to be snappy. We can't risk them claiming any more victims.
At once, Lady Neil.
Absolutely.
Nothing yet. Your forebears' scales refuse to surface. Perhaps the ruins of Koldros really have nothing to do with Clerians.
No, I'm sure that they do. I took a good look around the cloister. It was incredibly subtle, but there were traces of the clue. It's starting to look like Samarian worship took a radical turn, very different to the peaceful faith it once was. There's a high probability that we'll find them here. The problem is, where to look. Perhaps we should try thinking more central.
Central, you say?
From the records we have to go on, we know that a king once ruled here, a civilization under an almighty monarch. This place was once the royal capital. Now, where would a king take his seat?
Would likely govern from a castle. Selka, what do you think?
Yes, he would. For a variety of reasons, throughout history, castles have been a mainstay of sovereign power. The castle, both a threshold between ruler and governed, and a bulwark against foreign invaders.
A means of defense? Just as the scales are, you mean?
It's a possibility. Now, time to check our theory. Onward to Orsim Castle. We're sure to find answers there.
It's up top. Yes.
Lady Neil!
Yeah, we found our scales. This floor plan suggests that this was once the castle's keep. The keep is the king's seat of power. In other words, it's the heart of these ruins. As we've determined, these scales are dangerous foes not to be trifled with. That said, it's not like we have any other option. Destroying them is the only way. We've been found out.
Really? You're gonna stick me outside of my...
First to win. Attack up close. Rapid fire.
Screamer! I can't one time move.
Start running. Yes. Now get in close. Start running. Shell. Here now. Close in and clean up.
Oh, we did it! Triple them and pile on the hit.
Good idea. I'll cut them down to size. Let's see him chew on this.
Attack at range now.
Ghost Walker!
Last
Go!
Did protection.
Triple up and pile on the hits. I'll cut him down to size. Rapid fire! Riding sling!
Boost specs.
Now, close in and clean up.
Street.
Start running.
That's one.
Close your eyes. Yes. Now get in close.
Moving in. Black base.
Start running.
Try attacking range.
You ready?
I think I can manage it with cover fire.
Sliding. Good idea. I'll cut him down to size.
Slash!
Let's see him chew on this.
Conduction rise.
Start running. Let's see him chew on this. Ghost Walker.
Executioner.
Start running.
That was easy enough.
That's it. Our task is done. They'll never harm an innocent again. The Custodian herself has cleaned up the old one's mess. The matter can finally be put to bed.
Lady Neil, was this really the right thing to do? They were erratic and unsafe, but were they not also a part of you?
There's an easy answer to that one, Celica. If you are always chained to the past, you can never look to the future. Even if it means denying my old self's legacy, I still intend to right their wrongs. We Clue must rise above our past if we're to soar once again through the infinite beyond.
Among the acolytes, there were some who disputed your authority. Some even called you heretic. Now I see the truth. I see that you have always had Clue's best interests at heart.
The same can be said of all Clurians, Celica. You see, the only difference is how we go about it. Besides, making contact with alien races, it's not always the solar storm we think it'll be. We don't need faith and tech as crutches, not when words can bridge the gap between worlds. We have a prime example of that right here, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Cheery music.
Now, we've wrapped up our business in Coldrose, but there's still much work to be done on Mira. So many races journeyed through the stars to end up on a single planet, cosmo-archaeologically speaking. It's odd.
It is.
The way Mira keeps presenting mystery upon mystery, I doubt my work's drying up anytime soon.
I need a vacation. I'm ready to take any job she throws at me.
Oh, you're pretty much indispensable at this point if I'm to perform my fieldwork here. Hey, why don't you become my assistant? Yeah, that's a great idea.
I thought that was the point of Celica.
Lady Neil, the humans might have pressing matters of their own to deal with right now.
You destroyed the skulls left behind by a former Nail, fulfilling Nail's sacred duty as High Custodian. And I learned the Psycho Launcher art, Heroic Tale.
Chapter 12. Okay.
Listen.
Oh, there you are. Got him in? Got a minute? You know Director General Chelson, right? So, he's asked me to share my knowledge of cosmoarchaeology with the people of Earth. Well, we decided to hold a lecture, and it sounds like we have a lot more interested individuals than I expected. I've never done any public speaking in front of alien races. I don't suppose you have any advice? Be yourself. Have Selka join you on stage. Lead with an opening act. Well, it says advise properly, so I guess I'm going with that one. An opening act? Oh, I see. A strategy to put the room more at ease, isn't it? How about I recite some of the poems I wrote on my journey, then? According to the data from the Lifehold, Earth is no stranger to poetry, either. It would be a perfect point of common reference. Alright, I'm starting to feel good about it. I'm actually looking forward to this now. And my shoulders have relaxed. Score! All that's left is to pin down the exact topic. Cosmoarchaeology is a broad subject. Any suggestions? Clue culture. For life. So I'll say clue culture. Yeah, I think it'll have to be something along those lines. If I find Earth culture so fascinating, it surely goes both ways. Alright, then I'll do my darndest to accurately and fully convey all the charms of the clue, leaving nothing on the table. All in the hopes that one day it will be more than just Celica and me who get to meet the people of Earth. I suppose that's that then. I think I've got a rough idea in my mind. Thanks for helping me hash it out, and I hope you'll come to the lecture too. I wish I could. Special lecture. Hey there, you, Dreamboat. I've got a line on a tasty little job. You interested? Pretty sure you won't regret it. It sounds shady and walk away. Curious, are we? I do love a boy with an open mind and a go-getter attitude. Besides, where's the fun of being a blade if you're not making money? I've got a mission direct from Commander Vandam, you see. New Lifehold unit's been spotted in Silvalum. Anyway, I was hoping a strapping young thing like you could help me out with the investigation and recovery. See? Told you it was juicy. Not that this job doesn't come with a laundry list of questions. Like why we're only noticing the thing now, or why the ganglion haven't touched it. All part of the fun of investigating, I suppose. It's jobs like this where we blades earn our salt. There are some unknowns, sure, but I'd still file this job in the easy end of things. So, there you go, and you're welcome. Best of luck, Tiger. White Lifehold. Upon Larimar's insistence, you have accepted a mission to investigate the piece of the Lifehold in Silvalum. Recommended level 50? Oh boy. Just got your report confirming the Lifehold unit's coordinates. Nice work. Access code? Or what access code? I haven't heard anything about an access code. I'll double check on my end, but look, are you sure you're doing it right? I'm just working off the data I have, but there's never been any mention of access codes before. They were never designed to be scattered around like this, so it just doesn't make sense to put any fancy security in place. Yeah, I don't know. Normally I love surprises, but I'm not a fan of this one. Well, I'll look into it. Meanwhile, you keep investigating the site and ring me up if you find anything. I'll give you a buzz if I find anything here. Toodles! Crack that code yet? It is a simple trap if you ask me, but you humans lose any sense of caution when it comes to these pieces of that Lifehold of yours. The program asking you for a code isn't connected to a lock at all. It just sends a signal when someone touches it. That signal comes to us, and then we can secure the high ground around you before you are even aware of us. That device is of no real use to us, but not destroying it has certainly paid off. It's the perfect snare for idiots like you. And now that I've shared the trick behind our little setup here, we can move on to the fun part, where we kill you. You've got to be kidding me. There's no fun in an ambush if your prey fights back. Ah, and this is probably all the backup we can hope to get. Alright men, fight. Leave no one alive.
They spotted us. I hope I did my part.
Where's the rest of them? Oh, over there.
First in, first to win.
I shall give it my all.
Rapid fire! Start running!
Attack range!
Taking the shot! On it! Take this!
Butterfly!
Here! Who's next? None can stand against us!
Shooting star! Stellar ray!
Start running! You ready? Who's next? None can stand against us!
Let's see how hard I can hit!
Triple the rapid fire! How's your chest?
I will
Good
use
idea.
everything I've got to
Down the
set
side.
them. We can topple them!
I've received the data you were able to salvage. Seems it wasn't just library data. It looks like an automatic communication log of some sort. Timestamp places it just before the White Whale crashed, and the Cinder is a different ARC ship sent up from another country. Needless to say, the Whale's crew had their hands full at the time, so they were too busy to trace the other ship's course. Or even to analyze the message's contents, frankly. But doing that now may bring light to all kinds of important new info. Which means finding this data was a big deal. Great work, Tiger! Unless it turns out the data is actually useless, in which case this was a waste of everyone's time. But none of that changes the fact that your job is to grab the core memory module and bring it home safe. Don't leave a single bite behind, honey. Nice work out there. I'll take that memory module off your hands. Communication data. A memory chip that contains records of communication between the White Whale and other ships. It was recovered from a Lifehold piece that fell in Sylvalum. For once, we actually managed to obtain it without the Ganglion destroying it. Perfect. Thanks. Oh, and Commander Vandom was really interested in that data sample you sent on ahead. He's been super impatient for you to get back with the rest of it. Seems he's ready to call this a historic find even before the analysis comes back on the contents. You unearthed a real treasure this time. Well, according to him, anyway. Oh, but don't bother asking for a bonus. Won't happen. Blade contracts are extremely strict, you know. But it's for the big good of the city, I suppose, and for us Blades by extension. Makes it harder to complain when you think of it like that, Still possible, mind. But harder. Still, no sense wasting time and social capital whining about the little things. Not when there's big jobs with fat rewards waiting to get done. There's something about risking it all for that high-stakes payoff that just gets the blood pumping, you know? Adventure makes me hot and bothered. There was a bit of trouble with the Ganglion, but you were successfully able to retrieve the data. It seems to be a communication transcript of some kind. So, when we come back next time, which will be in a little over a week, because I am not able to stream next week. When we come back next time, more side missions, because we finished another chapter. That's gonna be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.